it's time for us to just transition over and learn a little bit more about your processes, methodologies, and approach to evaluating data and consuming data.
I appreciate that fine background and introduction. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. It's an honor to be here with Tom and BlueVolt. What I'm going to do today is take you behind the scenes of those wonderful reports they produced into the world of raw data. I'm a data guy, and I like to start with the brain. There's 32 million connections going on in our brain at any given time, and that's a lot of connections which can rearrange themselves. So there's a lot of noise going on. And the first thing I want to call your attention to, when you're looking at a data set, which is what we're doing here with the mutual client, the first thing to do is erase your blackboard. John Locke said that. We want to erase everything, any preconceived notions you have of, I like this customer, I don't like that. Just get rid of all that and look at the raw data for what it's worth. And the reason I say that is that if you approach data with a preconceived notion, we're all guilty of this, human beings being human beings, we see what we want to see. So what we've tried to do over the years is let the data tell us what to see. As an example, for another client, not the one we're talking about today, we had a data set of over 1,100 people who took this learning course that they had. And as I'm eyeballing the raw data, which is what you do, which I'm suggesting you do with this, one name stands out. And this was an interior designer that worked at Netflix. So that it just stood out. I have magic eyes. Anyway, I call this person up because the data is not going to tell you anything. But my first question was, how many buildings does Netflix own to have their own interior designer taking a course on lighting? So I called her up, we had an excellent conversation, and I come to find out she's the lead set designer for the House of Cards. The data didn't tell me that. She told me that. Pick up the phone, called the client. He walks into the board meeting the next day and he looks like the god of marketing because he's saying that his lighting product is being used in the House of Cards. That's what I'm talking about in letting the data give you the curiosity to ask these questions. Because we all know that knowledge is comparison. My wife recently had cataract surgery, and after the surgery and a bout with nausea because of the anesthetic, she goes, "This is unbelievable. The eye she didn't have the surgery on she was seeing yellow. The eye she had the surgery on was just crystal clear." So she had been totally unaware that she was looking through cataract lenses. And that's the same thing with data. We want to look at the data as the data. No preconceived notions. Let the data tell us what our journey is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, requires the third thing, which is really questions.